anything to add on any of them by the nominees? Sonam?
No, I'm quite, you know, for me, since I believe that I'm an artist as an actor, I just...
Everybody believes that.
Yes. Honestly, I just feel, especially for women in the field of art, I know that it's male dominated. I know it. And sometimes, you know, as women, I feel because we are so sensitive and we have, I mean, I always feel like when you go through a lot of discrimination or you go through things in life, you become a better artist. And I feel women, honestly, to me, are better artists because of it. And like ma'am said, that, you know, we shouldn't discriminate between women and men, because these women are actually pioneers in the field of art itself. It has nothing to do with the fact, it doesn't have nothing to do with their gender at all.
Right.
So it's quite awesome.
I would like to mention that, you know, when we are discriminating, and it is a society where we put people in pockets. But here is a transgender.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
that is even
That's
more the kind
right.
of a challenge that
Yeah.
transgender faces.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's quite, I was actually quite moved by the fact that Kalki has been nominated and she's been recognized, you know, on a public platform as a woman, and she's been nominated for the work she's been doing, which I think is outstanding. So kudos to you guys. Amazing. Thank you.
We didn't have any debate on that one.
No, that's amazing.
No debate? Okay,
Amazing.
fine. Let's, Sonam, the nominees in the field of education.
Okay.
You have that list.
Yes, I do have that list. And thank you for giving me the education one. It's my favorite. Women who have strengthened our education system with new ideas, engaging techniques and learning networks. There is Shaheen Mistry, Pranshu Bhandari Patni, Safina Hussain and Farida Lambe.
Okay, so four nominees there in the field of education.
Yes.
Manji?
So it was actually, we had some debate in this category, and I'd let Belinda speak about it first.
I need my
Okay.
books. I think you better do it.
Okay, so we have Shaheen Mistry. Shaheen Mistry, as you know, is started the Akanksha Foundation and also Teach for India. And today Teach for India has a presence in over 6 cities in the country. Also encourages a lot of young people to participate in the process of educating the underprivileged children. So we thought that that was a great nomination for education. Anyone wants to add on Pranshu, maybe? Dr. Dalal. Yeah,
Education is,
sure.
again, like science and technology, it is a field of innovation. It is
Yeah.
no longer the traditional education of having a textbook and teaching children to cross in a classroom.
Right, yeah.
So one of the concepts was digital India in the sense of
That's
having it
Pranshu,
across
yeah.
classrooms.
Yeah.
I don't remember which of them it was, but the digital
It's an
classrooms,
app, that-
which is an app which was floated. And the whole idea is to provide more and more education across board by improving the teachers and by improving the access to education. One of them, for example, gave it through a post office. So you would actually have the lectures delivered to the rural villages where the education process itself would take place. And I think that stands for a wonderful achievement.
Also, I think case of Shaheen, this was the only one where we had some tie. So we had to do reselection out of this category. So, especially looking at this, how she managed to even train students who went and excelled at international level. So really coming from villages, they were trained, the teachers were trained to teach students in a manner in which they could compete internationally. So that was scholarship that they got and went to international. So I think that way, this category was not only innovative, but doing work through innovative work, but also that they were trying to reach out to as large population as possible of the students. So
Right.
this is some,
All right, Manshi, you want to go into the nominees for social impact?
Yeah, sure. This is one of my favorite categories. This year we've called it the Daughters of the Soil. That's because these are about women who step out of their daily lives and make breakthrough interventions helping other people. So, and it requires a lot of guts really, because I think most of us are involved in our own lives and everything is centered around that. So these guys are actually going out and making a difference to thousands of women. The nominees we've chosen are Suparna Gupta. Suparna Gupta is quite known. She established Angan, and basically Angan works on, rescuing children, from various, bad things that they've gone through, and rehabilitates them in a holistic way. So it's a place to stay, it's education, it's rehabilitation and all of that. So we found that inspiring. The second one was Jyoti Mapsekar. She's from Bombay. Some of you may know she started this Stree Mukti Sanghatan. She's also a well-renowned playwright. And the way she's worked is that she's worked with waste pickers. So she's developed a model for waste pickers. So you go and pick up waste, and then there's a collection center, and then it's directed to various kind of industries. So she's one of them. There's Jagmati Sangwan. Dr. Dalal, do you want to add on her?
I want to add on Jagmati. I think with her it was a unanimous kind of acceptance to say if a woman in Haryana can walk up in the Kap Panchayat and actually protest against a decision taken by the Kap Panchayat, without doubt she is somebody who needs to be acknowledged. What is important is not only the issues, but the time in which these issues were taken up and the manner in which she has. I think it's worth an immense amount of recognition.
Yeah. And our last nominee is Amla Ruia. You want to talk about it?
Yes, I think this was the most favorite category for me, at least, how all these women have worked so hard to reach out to, establish this whole issue of women's empowerment in the community, and especially, knowing the work of almost all of them, especially Stree Mukti Sangatana I have worked already with. Jagmati has been a comrade and colleague in every struggle that we have gone to Haryana to deal with Khap Panchayats. So I think this was a really very interesting and very difficult category to choose, because we had really everybody was as important and has made as important contribution.
And Amla Ruia?
Well, Amla,
Yes.
creating the
In
check
Rajasthan,
dams,
200 check
and
Water
water.
harvesting and how irrigating and employing people, and the agriculture production going up,
Yes.
etc.
About,
So it was
200,000
quite a
farmers
holistic
benefited.
spread.
Irrigation
All right.
water, making it available to everyone, yeah.
Sonam, anything to add, or should we move on to environment?
I feel like I'm not doing much with my life at this point.
But there's a lot of your life ahead, so we'll give you things to do in each one of these
Yes,
categories.
I know.
1 month in each of them, and that will fill up.
At least in activist category, you have to come
In particular, we'll take you to meet somebody from one of the Kap Panchayats, whenever you want. Say when.
You have no idea what I'm capable of saying and doing.
Are you on? Is that a
You
dare?
have no idea. Yes,
right.
but yes.
Done. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yes.
I once had
I'm going to
one of
take
my
that.
shows, I once had somebody from the Kap Panchayat, this lady comes up to me, and that's actually it's strange how in some of those areas, the women are the people who are speaking on the other side. So she comes up to me, and I think you were there, Ranjan, I'm not
Yes,
sure.
yes,
She walks
yes.
up to my table, bangs on my table, comes
Yes.
up there, sits on my table, bangs on it, and says, "Tu pehle meri baat sun," and then tells us why women should be discriminated against. So it was, there you are.
I've
So Sonam's going to come and fight with them.
No, I've gone through that very
But
recently,
do you know,
actually.
Sonam, that you are not supposed to even climb on that chabutra where all these Khap men sit, so it's very important that you come, so they'll all empty the space and you can come on the
Yeah,
chabutra.
actually, psychologically, it might
Yes,
be
they
a really
will
good
be
thing to
so-
do. So, okay, we're going to take you up on that.
We need,
They'll get intimidated.
exactly.
That's another thing, yes. All right, Belinda, environment.
Okay, so this is about eco-revolutionaries environment. So what we were looking for were women involved in ecological movements, activism, and solution. So greening the earth, saving life forms, and resolving the man-nature conflict. And eventually, we selected 4 people. One was Anna Kojor, and another was Ajaito Shah, Harshwanti Bisht, and Shilu Francis. Anu is an environmental activist in Odisha, and she works in quite a large area, getting forest rights acts, forest rights for particularly people with tribals, and making sure they get their pattas and so on. Ajaito Shah is an entrepreneur involved in environmental issues. Then Harshwanti Bisht, who we found particularly interesting in what she does. And Shilu Francis, who's an activist in which state? In Tamil Nadu, yeah.
All right. Anybody want to add something to?
We had a lot of discussion in this
I
category.
think they're all
Miss
like,
Belinda basically leading fort.
which is great.
Especially Harshwanti
No,
wished
but
who
Belinda
was
wasn't
client.
particularly swinging it towards the tiger front. That's what I'm saying. I'm noticing. None of them working in the field of
One of them
tigers.
was Tiger Reserve person. No?
For more news and gossips, don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Helpline.